Hello again traders, Dwayne Shepherd from DRFX, Forex and Trading, also known as Daddy Papi within the Dukas Copy Forex community. Now in this video, I'm going to take a look at a recent trade that was made as part of the trading competition for this month of September, which provided a strong trading gain of 100 pips as I took advantage of the bull crown setup on the New Zealand Japanese yen currency pair. Now taking a look at the graph of the daily chart of this currency pair, essentially what we have is a situation in which this currency pair had formed was forming a large pennant consolidation setup, and a recent U-turn had taken place at this area here to indicate that the market was going to be forming the second support point that would allow us to complete the formation of the support boundary by connecting it with the first support point here. The resistance boundary was already formed connecting these two resistance points, so the market needed to form a second support point at this region here to allow us to complete the support boundary and complete the formation of the consolidation setup. So this was the overall setup for the trade that was made. Now in terms of the rationale behind the trade, which took advantage of the U-turn that was taking place at this area here, what I found was that the market had given us a strong trend change in signal in the form of a bull crown setup, as well as a break of this downtrend line, indicating that the market had a very strong chance of starting a rally and moving towards the resistance boundary. So here you can see that the market formed this bull crown by initially giving us the left tip, followed by the formation of the center tip, as the market then U-turned to break the trend line. This was then followed by the formation of the right tip as the market rallied, pulled back, and then U-turned to give us this bull signal to indicate that the market was completing the formation of the bull crown and that it was ready to start the movement bullish in favor of the New Zealand dollar. So this was the entry signal to indicate that it was now time to trade based on the bull crown setup, as well as based on the strong trend change. And as you can see here, this trade provided me with a strong gain of 100 pips, just over 100 pips, 101 to be precise, as the market responded to this bull crown signal, this bullish engulfing candlestick formation that represented the right tip, and rallied over the next couple of days to provide this trading gain for anybody who was in this long position in this currency pair. So if you had spotted this trend change and this bull crown setup, you would have been able to take advantage of this movement and capture a strong trading gain. Now, bull crown setups, bear crown setups, also known as head and shoulders patterns, are very common in the currency market, especially when it comes to major trend changes. So since we're talking about movements within consolidation, which is comprised of several trend changes, you will find that consolidations generally tend to have these types of signals that indicate the start of movement from one boundary to another. So essentially the formation of these setups is that the market will initially have a final setup as part of the previous trend. It will then move in the direction of the previous trend for a little while, and then eventually start to U-turn and pull back, breaking the trend lines that have been formed along the way, and then pull back once more to test the broken trend line before U-turning to create the right tip and complete the formation of the setup and start the movement in the opposite direction. So this is a typical example of the bear crown or bull crown setups or head and shoulders pattern that you will see across the currency market. So once you're able to spot these and they're strong enough and you can justify them based on what is taking place on a daily chart or the 4-hour chart, you can aggressively trade them and take advantage of them and capture strong trading gains, as I did here on the New Zealand Japanese yen. So let's watch out for more of these trading setups, these bull crown and bear crown setups, and take advantage of them aggressively.